Hey, what's up, guys? It's Lewis at that Convention Guy Collectibles, and it is time for the 2023 end of the year room tour. Now, this year, a lot has changed. I've moved into another house. This will be my third house in 3 years. The room has kind of evolved. It used to be one big space. Now it's basically the basement floor, which I'm not complaining about. And so what I thought I'd do a little differently this time is that I'm going to do it in sections. So if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, you can just watch this one. If you're into sports cards, you can just watch that one. If you're into Sons of Anarchy or whatever else I decide to do, you can just watch those videos. If you want to see them all, then there's an end of the year for all of it. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and start off Lord of the Rings. I'm going to turn you guys around. This is technically my Hobbit section. Here is the custom bulb. And there is a separate video if you'd like to see that one more in detail. Moving over to the big boy. My Tariel knives signed. One says Tariel, one is signed Evangeline Lilly. And here I have my custom Goblin King. Radagast. Now, surprisingly enough, that was my first statue. Long story on that one. Hoping in 2024 I can add the Azog on Warg. Maybe Thranduil on Elk. Definitely want to add a Dane Ironfoot. But we'll see. Here goes Smaug. Fire Drake. There is a separate video for that if you want to see that in more detail. Decided to keep both for now. We'll see what happens. And a couple of art prints here. This one here, signed by Nori and Dwalin. This one here, signed by Tariel, Azog, Nori, Gollum, and Dwalin. All done at conventions. This last one, Smaug, signed by Benedict Cumberbatch, the voice. And he inscribed it, I am fire, I am death. So there you go. Now I'm going to walk over to the Lord of the Rings section and we'll go take a look at that one. So we'll start right here. These are kind of Hobbit statues, but I thought they looked good together. So I went ahead and put them together. And then we go up to the big boys. This was like huge for me. He's my favorite character. And so this statue to me was just a must-have. Awesome. And then many people's holy grail, the Treebeard. Now, some of you might notice that he's missing his rock. And that is because that rock falls all the time. And rather than it fall and break and then also break something else in the process, I just decided to put his rock down there. I don't think it looks terrible, and it's safe. So I can live with that for now. All right, the Dead Marshes. This was new for this year. Escape Off the Road. And I have some pretty cool art prints to go with these as well. We'll get to that in a few minutes. All right, over here we have, back up here, you can see me, that's not good. Hobbit poster signed by Andy Serkis, Gollum. We have this poster, again, signed by Benedict Cumberbatch, I am fire, I am death. Signed by Orlando Bloom and Evangeline Lilly, Tariel, and Legolas. And then this is a cast piece that I've been working on. Again, Nori, Dwalin, Evangeline Lilly, Gollum. Actually, Dwalin's not on that one. I wonder why. Azog, the Defiler. Yeah. That's why it's not in a nicer frame, because those are done. I'm not going to get any more signatures on those. Unless Martin Freeman decides to do one. But this one is a work in progress, so it's on a cheaper frame. This one was originally going to be a cast piece, but I just think leave it the way it is. I think it looks great like that. Yeah. And then I have that piece, the map, signed by a few people as well. Tariel and Nori. But it's going to go on the wall, just hasn't gotten there yet. So moving on. Some of the figures. And now you're going to start seeing a little bit of Lord of the Rings and Hobbit mixed together. There's the mini epic Smaug. Should have sent that in to get signed. Sauron, I see you. Balrog. Those Funkos up there are signed as well. Radagast the Brown. Thorin. My two assets. Sorry about the glare. These were all new additions, especially the signatures. This one I think came out really cool. I have another video on that one if you're interested in that story, but and then a couple more down there. Now, for those of you wondering, yes, this is the basement kitchen, but I pretty much took all the doors off of the hinges and cabinets and decided to just make them shelves for my stuff. Nice piece signed by all three. Some more Saurons. Next time I meet Andy Serkis, I'll have him sign that. We dwarves are natural sprinters. And my axe. So I say, we're going with you, laddie. It's pretty cool. Here's this. Those are two disc plates, and then it's actually a lamp. That figure there lights up. Some more signed Funkos, including the custom Theoden, which I just got recently. Evangeline Lilly. Here's a couple of Hobbit auto cards. Sorry about the glare. Let's see if there's a better way to do this, but there isn't. Get an idea at least. This is partially done. This was a frame that I got done years ago, but I just haven't put it up yet. It will go a little bit higher in there. For now, it's just sitting there. Some of the autograph cards. I will take the ring to Mordor. This is one of my favorite pieces. See if I can get, maybe if I back up, I don't know. Now, interesting story on that one. On the back of it is that poster, that one with Bilbo kneeling down. And that's what I was going to get signed as a cast piece. And I saw this on the back of it. I was like, yeah, that's all right. I'd rather have the cast piece. And then I saw him sign somebody else's, and I was like, ooh. And so I ended up changing my mind last second and getting that done. So here's the Riddles in the Dark, signed by Andy Serkis, Gollum. Some more of the figures autographed. I'm going to Mordor alone. Of course you are. And I'm coming with you. Love that. Now, this is kind of funny. Here's a Merry and Pippin. And if you notice, Pippin signed on Pippin, But Merry signed over the orc all the way over by Pippin. So Merry's figure is nice and open, nothing on it, and then the other side is just covered, which I always think is funny. Boil and mash them, stick them in a stew. Here's another one signed by both. And then one of my favorite beginner pieces, signed by 4 of the Hobbits. Moving on, more figures. Some mostly autographed. I gotta see Frodo again so I can get those done. But we have all the What a Mini Epics, all signed. Not Boromir, not yet. Maybe one day. Some of my favorite pieces here, the Fellowship box set, and right now it is signed by 5, all 4 Hobbits as well as Gimli. Same thing here for the red box, and same thing for the blue box. Some more autograph pops. Autograph Treebeard mini epic. Some more mini epics. That's a pretty cool piece. Tree. I am no tree. I am an ant. That's a large figure from Toy Biz, autographed. All right, moving over to this side. I'm going to back up and show you the whole wall if I can. And then, there we go. And then I'm going to zoom in and show you some of these pieces. Now the 3 on the right are a trilogy set. And I try to do something a little different with these. We'll start on this side. It's my Fellowship signed by the 4 Hobbits. There's my Dead Marshes from the Master Collection, signed by the 3. Not really sure why he did an arrow over to Sam, like we wouldn't know, but hey, this is one of my new favorite pieces. This was new to the collection this year, and I got it signed actually through a consigner at Dragon Con, and it just turned out awesome. I have the map signed by Gimli, Nori, Tariel. Originally, I was just going to do the Lord of the Rings cast, but I didn't want to regret it later, so I went ahead and added the Hobbit cast to it. It is a Middle-earth poster, so not necessarily just a Hobbit one like the other one is. But all right, so back to the trilogy set. So if you look at this one, you might notice that it has some signatures, like Radagast, Gollum, and down here it has Nori. This poster has Smaug. And then this poster down here has Nori, Dwalin, has Bolg, and it has Tariel. Oh, and it has Azog over here. Now I decided to split it up because some of the posters, trying to do 3 sets of autographs would be very difficult. As well as some of the posters don't really feature the character that well. So I didn't want to do it and then regret it later. So it is what it is. I kind of like it this way. They have to stay together. If you want all the autographs, they have to stay together. So I like it that way. All right, moving on. I'll show you this wall. These are some of my all-time favorite pieces, and I'll explain all those in detail. Some more statues, Funko. All right, so over here next to Sauron's statue, we have the art print signed, I See You. This was one of my new favorite pieces from this year. I just think it turned out really, really nice, especially that frame. And it's signed by Sam and Frodo, as well as Gollum, who's creeping up there in the mountain in the background. The Sauron mask, I wasn't in the market for one. but I did see that there was a charity auctioning one off, and I ended up being the winning bidder. And I mostly did it because, again, it was going to charity. It did come with a signed print there. So I figured, hey, for charity, why not? Something I would add to my collection, no problem. And as well, it helped charity. So got this done this year, the action figure signed. I got that guy fixed. I actually kind of just did it myself. His arm broke off in the move, but I was able to just glue it back. Saruman. This is a glow-in-the-dark by Sketch Art. Some of the statues there. And again, some of these statues have their own videos, so if you're interested, here's Bilbo. His desk. There's the book from Magnolia. I don't know what it was called. My photos. These guys. I got this one, signed by all 4 Hobbits. This one is a brand new print that just came in, and I love it. Just like the flames are just magnificent. That's brilliant. So I had to put that up next to the statue. And then now we'll get to the prints. So this is the Masters Collection poster that comes with the statue. And I had it signed by Andy Serkis, Gollum. Here's the Disturber of the Peace one, which is photo on cart. And it has a quote, "Whatever you did, you've been officially labeled the Disturber of the Peace." I'll move over to the Treebeard. Same thing, Masters Collection print. And I had it signed with their quotes from that scene. Hobbits, never heard of a Hobbit before. Sounds like orc mischief to me. Now, why he signed it? Gimli? I don't know. What are you going to do? Don't talk to it, Mary. Don't encourage it. We're not orcs, we're hobbits. This is the Escape Off the Road. Again, with quotes. What? That was just a detour. A shortcut. A shortcut to what? Mushrooms. I think we should get off the road. This poster, which I love, and everyone who has signed it has also loved it. And it is signed by all the Hobbits, as well as Éowyn, Haldir, Gollum, and Sauron. Now, why I didn't have other people sign it that I've met, I don't know. We'll go to this one first. It's the Fellowship. Again, signed by the 4 Hobbits. Now, this piece, one of my favorite cool pieces. Why? This is actually the envelope that the Treebeard print came in with the Masters Collection. And I looked at it and I thought, man, that'd be pretty cool if it got signed. I mean, it's just hard to tell with the glare, but it's a picture of Treebeard. Let me see if I can do it the other way. Yeah, it's really hard to see it, but those of you who have it, you know what I'm talking about. You can see a little bit. Sorry, too many lights. But I decided, you know what? Let me go ahead and get it signed, which I did. Tree, I'm an ant. And I did sign that one, Treebeard. But I just love the way that came out with the gold on the black print, really envelope. Something that most people would just put in the box and never touch again. I got it signed, and I think it looks great. And Gimli said it was the first one he'd ever signed, and that's another great, John Rhys Davies, sorry. And to me, that's cool in itself, So that's it. That's the Lord of the Rings collection. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is a big passion of mine, the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit. I love it to this day. I think the movies still hold up. The characters are awesome. Peter Jackson did an amazing job. I love meeting the cast. They've all been super duper nice. And so that's it. I got a couple things coming this year, hopefully. Gandalf half scale. I have a couple of the Witch King statues coming. So we'll see. But for now, that is it. So I hope you enjoyed this. And until next year, thanks, guys.